Hello, this is Chef John from Nonna's at the Homestead in Glen Arbor, Michigan. And today we're going to be making a ravioli dish with some wonderful roasted rabbit. And we're going to be using products from the state of Michigan. And it's going to be just wonderful, wonderful. We're going to start off, we have some wonderful spelt flour. Spelt is one of the most ancient grains. It's wheat with a kick. It's very high in protein. Very prevalent in Roman times. We have some farm fresh eggs. This is going to be our base for our pasta. For our stuffing, we have some caprino cremoso, which is a creamy goat's milk cheese. We have some vatza, or some kale, which we're going to use for our stuffing. A little bit of mirepoix. We have some rabbit from Bunny Hop Ranch in Cedar, Michigan. These have been soaking in milk. Some asparagus from Narconk Farms. Some cream from Holland, Michigan. And some fresh herbs from Hudsonville. And we're going to coordinate all these dishes to make the ravioli with the roasted rabbit. And I hope you enjoy. For starters, what we're going to do first is make our ravioli. What we have right here is 2 cups of spelt flour, and we have 3 eggs. Into this little well, we're going to crack our eggs. Mix our eggs in with the flour. What I have over here is just a couple of tablespoons of olive oil and canola blend, and I diced up a little bit of celery, carrots, and onion, otherwise known as the mirepoix. And what we're going to do is just kind of saute these down to a little bit so they get a little bit of a crunch. And I'm going to add a little bit of black pepper to this. We have our beautiful Michigan kale from the Halpins over in Land of Goshen in Calava. And we're going to give these guys a quick little blanch. After we've blanched and cooled down our kale, which is what we have right here, make sure we have all the excess waters out of it, as you can see. No ice cubes, none of that stuff flying around. We're going to go ahead and put that into our Roboku. You can also do this by hand, chopping it with a knife. So, you know, don't think that you need to have all this fancy equipment. We didn't have this many years ago. To that, I'm going to add my mirepoix of vegetables. This is just for a little bit of crunch and the sweetness from the carrots. We're going to add our goat cheese caprine. A little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, and a touch of marjoram. Put our top on, and we're just going to pulse it, as you can see, so we get a nice consistency of a filling. So what I'm going to do is, this is, again, we're making fresh whole wheat pasta. Always make sure your hands are clean after each segment so you're not contaminating. Here we go, we have our little bit of flour that we're going to use so that pasta doesn't stick to the rollers. And now we're going to place it inside our pasta machine. extra virgin Ligurian olive oil, prevalent of Liguria in our restaurant, so that's how we represent. And we're going to place this in a 300-degree oven for about an hour and 20 minutes. In a pan, we're going to add our butter. I want a brown butter, so it's also called beurre noisette. To that, we're going to add our fresh herbs, the thyme and the rosemary. And what that kind of does is stops a little bit of the cooking process. We added our mushrooms, and we're going to add some of our asparagus. I did not blanch these or anything like that. So our sauce is going on right now. We'll season with a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. We're going to use a little bit of our stock that we made real quick to wet our dish. I have my raviolis that we made. We're going to place these in the boiling water, and we're going to let those boil nicely. We're going to add our rabbit. It was already cooked, so we just want to warm it through, which we're going to add to the dish. You can see all the wonderful textures, colors. So here's our ravioli with the kale and the goat cheese caprine. We're going to assemble our dish. We have these beautiful spelt raviolis that we made earlier. We're going to put a little bit of our asparagus and pulled rabbit on top, drumsticks as a garnish, and we'll present it with Circus Chardonnay from Ristorante County. I hope you enjoy. Buonasera, thank you.